Tom Moody, and we've got Wasim Akram, who's also an honorary Australian, is he?
I love watching Wasim Akram down there. He was the one that was picking the ball that they were going to use. You just see that old habits, you know, don't die there on one of the greatest fast bowlers of all time. Well, the best fast bowler that I faced, Wasim Akram. He would love bowling in these conditions. There is a little bit of grass there. I don't know if you caught my weather report, 24 degrees, 61% humidity, Danny. So pitch the ball up, allow the ball to swing.
Yeah, of course, late February, still rather chilly. There's a little bit of nip in the air. We'll see if this fellow, talk about one of the greats, particularly in this format. He's the 19th side that he's played for in T20 cricket. And if it swings at all, this guy should find out. Wonderful wrist and position of the seam at release up against Tamim Iqbal. Very exciting how his game has developed in recent years, particularly white ball cricket, 50 over and T20. And, very useful numbers, those. And he's going to be out there with Akmal. So exciting for those guys. Cameron Akmal, rather. So only 4 of them have played first-class cricket. That family, a fair few of them. These are pretty good numbers too. Always a danger, Baz, this guy.
I mean, he'll be the key. Last year, he got the man of the tournament, the Australian connection there, but Kamran Akmal has also got a 200 very recently in a List A game, the first wicket keeper from Pakistan to get a 200, so he's in red-hot form.
Yeah, well, out of the 29 matches here, you win the toss, you field first 26 times. Extraordinary. Countdown is on for HBL PSL 3. Slick with the Gillette. Underway straight away. Big appeal. Tim Robinson out of the UK says no to the very first ball of PSL 3.
Tanvir into the avenue of apprehension. First ball, you can see the movement off the seam. Kumar Sangakkara, what a legend to have behind the stumps with the gloves. One of the great left-hand batsmen as well. But have a look at that end swing, really late as well. Probably going down leg a little bit too much, a little bit of height. Plenty of questions to pose to the umpire. Sangakkara, he's feeling that it's just a little bit too high. Good signs though, first delivery.
Yeah, that's what he's underlining here, Darren Sammy. That must have swung. Oh! There's the way to the dance floor, Bazid Khan.
Yeah, straight away. Little bit of swing, and how do you counter that? Come down the track and have a wild swing. Didn't work that time.
Well, he does like to generally play square of the wicket, Iqbal, on that occasion using his feet. Darren Sammy, defending captain, very cool man. Make sure that he has a nice culture around the group.
One of his go-to deliveries, the Yorker. And we're underway, courtesy of Cameron Akmal with one dug out.
Imagine Wasim Akram will enjoy watching this work. Look at the length, right in the block hole and swinging. The run out was on, direct hit, would have been close.
Yeah, swing with the new ball. He knew how to swing it, and especially here in Dubai with the ring of fire and with the little bit of enclosed nature of the ground. You'd love this ground, Flem, more than Rawalpindi.
Geez, we're going a few years back now. That was a fine place to bowl. Don't worry, there in Rawalpindi. But it's interesting you're talking about the teams deciding to bowl first.
Wow, it's a little chilly here in February. Wasn't it on your weather report, Flint? The fridge.
24 degrees, non-frosty.
Oh, a little swing and a miss. Beautiful channel this from Sohail. Well, the umpires out in the middle. Cool and cool umpires. It's, Tim Robinson. Ahmed Shahab. It's a very good start from Sohail. So we've had one over, it's 1 for 0. Yeah, good start from Multan. Anjum Sethi and dignitaries. The VVIP box enjoying proceedings so far. Little after 9 p.m. local time here in the UAE. Everyone very excited. The PCB with this third edition getting underway. Here is the 7'2" Mohamed Afan. And he starts around about leg stump, but watch out for the bounce from this guy.
In the first PSL, Islamabad United won, and Irfan had a great part in that. And he was mentored again. Wasim Akram was his coach. Wasim Akram was adamant that Irfan come into Multan Sultans because he likes that height with the new ball, and very difficult to get him away when he gets that back of a length going.
First extra of the night. Good stuff from Sangers with the gloves on.
Good to see Kumar Sangakkara as well. Yeah, it's fair to say Irfan just coming from a different trajectory than the legendary Danny Morrison at 5'8", the New Zealand outswing bowler. Probably about a metre less bounce, would you have thought, Danny, in your heyday?
Oh, at least. Very generously, I thought, with 5'8". Oh, yeah. Back into that corridor and that length. Divine.
Yeah, it's the hallway of hesitation. Big fast bowler like this, 7'2". Could probably just get a fraction fuller. A fraction fuller. You can see Sangakkara taking it around chest height. International viewers watch the game exclusively live on cricketgateway.com. But this is definitely attacking conditions with the ball.
Ouch. Get on the front foot with that one.
That awkward bounce that he gets yet again. And it's just when he hits that length. You talked about him trying to bowl fuller, but at times when he does go fuller, he doesn't get the energy flowing. That's back of the length when he's very, very dangerous. Only thing we have to watch here is that he's coming back to cricket after a long time, so we just need to focus on his form.
Big shot from Kumar Sangakkara First one down. Mohammed Irfan gets the breakthrough early doors. And are we going to have a review? Because we've got it again here. Some DRS for you folks.
Yeah, he went straight up, so he's confident that he didn't get anything on that one. I must admit, it was a big appeal, though. Mohammed Irfan would just look at legit delivery. Let's have a look at that ball. From that angle, he might not have got bad on it. Is there a little bit of glove on the way going through? Oh. Might be okay.
They're down the line. Oh, check out Ultra Edge. Roll through this, go through the process. Oh, it's close, but what do you reckon, Bazzakan? Little feather or no?
Well, both were confident, the batsman and the bowler. Ultra edge there. And it doesn't look as if there's any deviation, any ultra edge signal there.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bazzakan.
Ahmed, there is a flat line and you need to change your decision. You're on screen now.
Yeah, you heard from umpire Ramal Martinez from Sri Lanka. So, yeah, and it's been called wide as well. So, good stuff. Correct decision found.
It was, and that's what we want. That's why we got the DRS. Also, I really like the pace of that. They got through it really well. So, right decision. A practice appeal there for Mohammed Irfan. And he has to bowl another delivery.
And then here we were telling Flem that Dubai's all dry and it'll be the spinners, and suddenly the fast bowler's getting green and bounce.
You're naughty like that, Bazzakan, aren't you? A false sense of? Don't listen to him, Flem. Lovely line, and there's a little bit of a misfield. Oh, hello. Take one and be happy. Real-time replay for you. Look at that with the naked eye. Oh, keepers are always going to go up. This goes Sangers did too. Look, this goes, and then that's what the DRS is for. Kumar Sangakkara just clearing the lungs out after you've been in Hong Kong for a while.
Just a practice appeal. Practice appeal.
Two slips in. And not a great strike, disappears. This is definitely out, and this has definitely got some wood on it.
Well, when you're out there batting, you work out shots that are on and shots that are off. And I think the short pitch delivery from Mohammed Irfan, you've got to take real caution. And you can see that Akmal wasn't in control of that shot at all. The pace and the bounce from the big quick was too much. They're just going to check for the front foot here, but that was good bowling.
Yeah, it's the usual, isn't it? Just get through it and want to check. It's a legitimate delivery. Size 18 feet, look all right there. Yeah, plenty behind, just as well. Just see it. Even with Tamim Iqbal backing up there, it's always just that first planting frame. And yeah, that's, as we say on the tray, that's a sweet as.
Yeah, that's fine, isn't it, Danny? Ex-fast bowlers are calling that one. Another wicket for the big man. He'll be excited. Injury problems, getting a wicket in his first over. He nearly had two. Cameron Akmal got to go for a duck. Scores 4 for 1.
First drop, Dwayne Smith out of the Caribbean. Big Bayesian is out here for Zami. Slipcord and stack now. And a successful over for Irfan. 2 done, it's 4 for 1.
Yeah, it's very difficult pulling it. It gets that extra bounce, and if you're not in control, it's always a wicket. Irfan with a typical wicket.
More Sahil Tanvir. Only a single off his first. It's a wonderful stadium here, the Ring of Fire. It's a bit of you, Bazard Khan. Cooking master at home.
Just nice before you go to sleep, isn't it? And the Pepsi catcher craw. So if you take the catch, hopefully you're the only one. You don't have to divide it with all your mates or all the other winners there. So great little segment, that one. And I don't think there's looking like too many sixes so far in the power play. The ball's moving around, but no doubt there'll be plenty of crowd catches for Pepsi later on. Good bowling.
It's that bounce again that he is renowned for and so difficult to get away. And Akmal, well, he simply couldn't and disappears for an early shower. Van Euren, comfortable catch for him. Tickling fine, and there's the first boundary. Good stuff for Big Dwayne Smith.
Yeah, first boundary, just a little bit of bat on it. Sultan Reed onto that leg stump and it'll easily roll away. Cool shot. And that's the first boundary of this PSL 3.
Liking this from Shoaib Malik. Attack and keep attacking. 3 slips at one point for Mohammad Afern in the previous. Kept the 2 slips in there. Just enough in the air, ducking around a bit with these 2 lefties.
No, they've backed up their captain's decision with the ball so far, the 2 lefties. Shoaib Malik. We see teams early in tournaments, they're happy to chase, aren't they? They're not sure what's happening with the pitch and back themselves to know what the total is and chase it down.
A little harsh. Went for the bounce and being penalised. Oh, marginal.
Look after the big fast bowlers. That's just millimetres. Was it Tim Robertson? He was a batsman, wasn't he? Jeez. It's a batsman's game. Although I think they'd like bowling on this wicket at the moment.
French cut. Take 4 and be happy. Dwayne Smith. No leg byes.
I do recall that was a feature of your batting, the French cut, Danny, in your heyday.
Or the Chinese one. Happy to get something on it. I knew mine would have gone back onto the poles flank. Is it? Oh, it's a big inside edge. Can we go upstairs for that and have another look? Chat to Ramon Martinez. Massive.
Should the batsman be able to go upstairs for that? I played a French cut. Smith cannot believe that.
Well, I've just been told that Smith has got over 7,000 runs in this form of the game. 500s. Heck of a talent. 3 bowled, it's 14 for 1 here. Up and away. Wonderful little flick. Doesn't quite go all the way, but it's another boundary here for Peshawar.
Tamimi just using the pace and the bounce, walking across with a head and shoulders, cool shot, 1 bounce boundary.
Yeah, I like that better than running down the wicket. He's very strong square of the wicket. He likes room outside off stump, or he can play that shot there. And I think getting inside the line, it's easier to help on its way for a boundary. Also gives the bowler something to think about. So good proactive batting there from Tamim Iqbal.
Tried the York and got pumped through cover. Delightful from Tamim.
And that was set up from the shot before, wasn't it? Moving across the crease. All of a sudden, Mohamed Irfan wasn't sure what Tamim was going to do. And this, he went the other way. Actually showed him the stumps. He went for it.
Proactive back. Just made sure this time that he out-thought Irfan. Irfan tried to go fuller, and Tamim was up to it. Pressure on the big man now.
And again, could be out. Oh, it is! What a magnificent diving catch in the deep. Junaid Khan of Pakistan here for the Multan Sultans. Brilliant.
Left armers united, helping each other out. Kemp's waltzing across, trying to repeat that dose, but safe hands from Junaid Khan. Jubilee Insurance, exactly. Junaid Khan helps out Irfan. Tamim Iqbal goes for 11. 22 for 2.
Two down early for 22 inside 4 overs. And the professor is out in the middle. Mohammad Hafiz, 37 years young, out there for Peshawar Zalmi. They need him here now, big time. Darren Sammy and co, defending champs, whilst Shoaib Malik with the new boys, the leader of the band in this new franchise.
Wahab Reyes, leading wicket taker in PSL history, looking even meaner. I mean, he's fast enough and he's bouncy enough. Chuck that in. I don't want to face that.
Mitchell Johnson Jr.
Gold Baz. It's a lovely little channel. And this is a fine catch.
Yeah, I wonder whether he'd got his 2 boundaries to me, McBowl. I wonder whether he needed to innovate on that occasion. But Junaid Khan, that was a great catch. I wasn't sure he was going to get there, but he timed the dive perfectly. Didn't land too heavily on his elbows. You see that sometimes, and the ball will actually pop out. That's a fine catch, looking after his fellow fast bowler.
Charge, and he's turned it into a Yorker, has Hafiz. Take a little bit of pressure, lose a wicket and over, and suddenly a couple of dot balls. New man in, he's got to get started again. Great stuff from Junaid. Committed, watched it all the way in. Tremendous stuff from this experienced campaigner for Multan. 1 to go in the 4th. 22 for 2. And another good over. So 4 done, 2 down for 22. Tremendous scenes here. If you want to watch this in Pakistan, stream it exclusively live on cricketgateway.pk. For those in Pakistan and international viewers, you can watch it also live streamed on that same gorgeous website, just with a little difference, gateway.com. cricketgateway.pk from Pakistan, cricketgateway.com for international viewers. Here's the man with the catch, Junaid Khan, 28 years of age.
You want to beat that best of 2 for 32 here tonight. These are good green conditions. The ball is moving. And first ball, Smith goes bang, straight back over his head. Don't worry about the green seaming conditions. I'll just find the middle of my bat.
Yeah, minimum effort, just a nice little punt down the ground. Straight as you like. Lovely drive for a boundary. And Smith looks in control.
It's the place to be. The HBL box, fans loving it there. Hello. Didn't like that, Junaid, so he says, DR Smith, get back in your box.
Junaid, attempt to actually see what the pitch was doing there. Throwing it hard, good bounce. He's forced to field change though, Smith. There's only 1 slip in place now. Only 2 men out in the power play. He's looked really balanced at the crease, getting that front foot planted, backing himself.
Smith seems to be targeting Junaid straight away. Long on goes out now, and third man is coming up, so bit of protection, but with the angle maybe Smith can use it through the offside.
That's a tough field, that, isn't it? You can't really give too much width outside off stump. No protection on the boundary. Oh, Smith knew that opportunity to get a boundary.
Yeah, Pepsi catch a crore, a chance for anyone in the crowd to get your hands on that 1 crore and hope that nobody else catches it. Just about 100,000 US.
I know where you're going after this over, Danny.
I was just
Right
going to say,
down there to square leg.
you and I will have to hold hands and go together. Do with that. Yeah, another good searching delivery.
Just seems when you bang it in the wicket, it's offering something. You just can't float it up there. Junaid's last couple of balls, just banging it into the wicket, bowling it into the wicket.
Here's the Predict Viz 135 at the moment, 8 wickets in hand. Obviously the field will spread after the power play, but still some fine batsmen to come.
Well, if you're having problems streaming, this is the site to go to in Pakistan. cricketgateway.pk. Get online, get on board.
What about international viewers, Danny?
cricketgateway.com. Little change up, just a subtle one. Smith. Oh, he's beaten with a beauty. It's a pretty good over from Junaid Khan. 5 overs bowled, it's 26 for 2 now.
Peshawar Zami put into bat, 2 down. Peshawar Zami put into bat by Shoaib Malik, the Multan Sultan's captain. It's the one and only Ali Zafar. And he was flying around the stadium before the start of the match. The flying artist. Right, Mohammad Hafiz yet to get off the mark. He's had 3 deliveries. Ooh, it's this pace, it's this bounce. For me, it's the bounce that can be the undoing of even the top players.
Yes, and he's quite renowned of producing that extra bit of lift. And it's a good ploy, really, to use him up front. And possibly they'll bowl him out. Bowl out his overs, that is. 2.1 overs, 2 for 11. So they've had the desired result with the ball in shape of Irfan. He's swung the ball, he's bounced it appreciably. Good to watch.
Well, that's his answer to it, Mohammad Hafiz. It's a little bit agricultural, and I'm not sure he's going to get 4 for this either. I think it's just 2. Well, there are ways of entering a cricket ground, but here's one of them. There we are. Business class.
That was impressive. They were flying everywhere. There's the UFO coming down. There's the trophy. It was spectacular, and we're up and running. It was, having not been here until PSL 3, has it been as big as that previously? That was an extravaganza.
I think the entire complexion of the opening ceremony slats was just up. The ante was up. It really was spectacular, wasn't it?
Jason Derulo, there he is, international artist, and you've got some of the stars of Pakistan as well. It's just extraordinary. What a start to this event. It's going to be an amazing month.
Well, the fireworks so far have been produced by the bowlers. Nothing yet from the batsmen.
What do you try and do, Slats, when you've got this bowler coming at you? It's like facing Garner or Ambrose. What do you do to try and get out of this hole?
Well, it's hard. You've got to try and, I suppose in this form of the game, you know he's got 4 and you want to keep one up his sleeve. Last he bowls. It's exceptional for a captain to bowl them 3 in a row. I think up front there will be a temptation to think we can maybe break the bank and get a 3rd or a 4th wicket by bowling 4 out, but I would keep one in the bank. So you just got to ride this.
So tough to get away.
Yeah, that's the other option available. Just tap it round the corner, run for that single. But he's been so accurate.
You know, occasionally there is a bowler that you can't get away. So you're trying to get it round, get up the other end, and in this form you just got to keep targeting the other guys. And this guy gets the extra bounce. He's unusual. You don't face this height. And if he's on the money, and because this is pitch 1 of the tournament, so it's got a little bit more kick in it, a bit more bounce.
Oh, it's just found the shoulder of the bat. Tough to get away. He's bowled 3 now. 2 for 14. It's 29 for 2. For 2 from 6. Power play is over. Well, we've only had 4 fours. Still waiting for our first 6. Yeah, it's the kind of pitch where bowlers just start rubbing their fingers. Boundaries have been hard to come. 4 fours, no 6s. Power play score 29 for 2. Zami, defending champions, put into bat. Good crowd in tonight. It's not, well, I tell you what, it's about 90% full. I'm just having a look around if I'd been treated to a great opening ceremony. Now Junaid Khan, none for 4, first over. Right now, Hafiz feels that the way to go about this is to throw everything at it.
Well, your first power play, you need to be up over 40 runs, and that hasn't happened, and that's because the bowling has been spot on. All these left armers, wasn't Akram there in the coaching staff? He's handpicked all these left armers, but you can just see the gathering, and it is excellent. And let's not forget that extra bounce that we're seeing as well. It's made it very difficult.
Well, Junaid Khan, of course, bowling against his former teammates here. Junaid, a Zalmi player for the last 2 seasons, and he's now in new colours. 29 for 2 here, Ramiz, in the power play.
Yeah, fantastic beginning. You know, when the big 3 left armers, I felt that there's a lot of sameness about this bowling attack, and this could be collared by the strikers who will grace PSL, but so far it has worked extremely well. Brilliantly taken by Junaid Khan. That was such a lovely catch. Had a very good drive to get the right-hander going. Smith with a smash down the ground.
29 for 2. It's a low power play score, and this man was responsible because it's like trying to knock down a human skyscraper. Look at him, he's taller than Tom Moody, and every time I talk to Tom Moody I have to take aspirins after the conversation. Look at that. That's not the place for you and me, Slats.
And me.
As you were saying, we had to face some of these guys sometimes, and it was intimidating. It was all right when they were at the back of their mark because they didn't look as tall, but then they get to their delivery stride as well. Here we go.
think he might just get enough on this. Oh, it's a great chase. Boundary saved.
Saif Badr was a fielder and he's a neat striker of the ball. We know that Hafiz can be classy when he's in good touch. Desperation in the field, that is what Tom Moody, the likes of Akram would be expecting from young players.
Saif Badr saving a boundary there, and you know the stats, people make little notes and contributions. So he saved 2 runs there. That's a big plus for him. Incidentally, the batting run rate in power play here historically in the PSL is just 6.84, so it's lower tonight. And I reckon, Ramesh, there are more left arm quicks in the Pakistan Super League than any T20 tournament in the world. I reckon they're all here.
And then you ask the question, why is PSL different to other leagues? Just because of that. One fact. But yeah, you're right, and they're all of good quality. There's Ruman Reis, who's shown his talent and good talent during the Champions Trophy.
And there's another good one who came through the ICC Under-19s, Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Let's not forget Mohammad Amir.
Fractionally short. .33 for 2 from 7.
Yeah, a lot of batting to go here, and there's an urgency that will be required at some point. They've got to try and find that bowler to target, try and find the boundary as often as they can. And the wicket's still okay. They've just lost the 2, Zami, so it's a case of there's batting to come. But whether it's Smith or Hafiz, can they get going? Can they get that strike rate up over 100 and press on? Try and dominate some of this terrific bowling that we've seen so far.
Haris Sohail, Hamad Azam, Darren Sammy, Chris Jordan, Wahab Riaz. And really, the batting stops there at Jordan with respect to Wahab. Really, this Peshawar Zami needs a partnership right here between Dwayne Smith and Hafiz.
Bit of a change here, Wilco. We've got some spin into action. As we look at Tahir coming into the attack, so such experience. He's got the leg spin going. He's got the googly in there as well. I'm sure he has.
And he rushes on, doesn't he? He rushes onto you with everything he does. I love his lap of honour when he takes a wicket.
Ow!
Didn't he begin with a googly there? Did he bowl a googly straight away?
Well, he slides a bit anyway. And there's that whole clay underneath. If he slows it up, there might be a little bit of purchase, but that one was pretty well through the front. I don't think that was going to turn at all. Not the proper googly, though. That one just holding up a little bit of a leg break there, but he's not a big turner, is he? Gets it through.
Yeah, he's accurate. He doesn't pitch the ball up. He hits the good length spot and what you call wicket-to-wicket bowler.
Smith's gone big, and he beats the man at long on. That's our first chakar of the PSL for 2018.
Yeah, he's well struck. I think Smith, for a little phase in his career, about a couple of years back, started to play spin properly. And because he wasn't threatened by extra bit of spin, he could carve it, take it from outside the off stump and hit it over long on. It was a good smash. Very good hit.
Well, for quite a while, Imran Tahir was the ICC's #1 bowler in the T20 World Rankings, in one-day rankings. Oh, he's gone right through him. Massive appeal, and the appeal goes to the bowler. Dwayne Smith looks forlorn, but what a magnificent delivery that gets through Dwayne Smith.
Well, he's challenged it, and I'm not surprised. We've just been looking at the height here. There's no doubt it lined up, but it is skipped. And the fact that it's gone over the stumps and past Sangakkara, I'm just wondering where the bounce isn't an issue. So I think it's valid that he's challenging this.
It's not a no ball, it's the wrong gun, back of the palm delivery. Well, he's complaining, he's thinking that the ball has hit him high on the flap of the pad, and so there is no touch, there is no contact made with the bat. Clearly beaten by the wrong gun. Yeah, huge gap between bat and ball, and so I think that he's living dangerously right now.
Yeah, look, it kicks up a little bit more, I think, Ramesh, doesn't it, after it hits the flat, but there's definitely, with the initial movement or that big step forward, and there is a trajectory there that might see it go over the top, and this is the one. So we're at ball tracker. This is the one now.
Oh, it's too high. It was a long stride forward from Dwayne Smith. He survives.
You have to change your decision, Ahmed. You're on screen now. Ahmed, can you make the signal again? You're on screen now. Ahmed, you're on screen now. Can you make the decision, the signal again?
So the decision, the umpire's given his decision. He's been advised by the third umpire, and Darren Sami's team can breathe a sigh of relief. Now then, Darren Sami is saying here, hang on a minute, that ball went for 4. Now, did that ball fly off the pad and go through the keeper?
I thought Imran Tahir had gone for a boundary because he charged across in celebrations.
He's heaved this around leg side. Some pretty good fielding going on out there as well.
Yeah, well, those runs have got to come back. They've got to get back on the scorecard, because it's exactly what happened. It's come off the flap and it's run all the way to the boundary. So that's 4 of them. And so that needs to be added to the total, definitely.
There's a bit of a confusion whether that should have been given as a dead ball, or is it a dead ball because that ball hit the pad and hit the fence. And so we all feel up here that it should be given as 4 leg byes. So we need a bit of clarity on it. All right, we've been told by our stats guy that that's a dead ball. It's a dot ball, actually. It's hit, not sweetly, but will earn him a single. Oh, he messes it up. And so it's an extra run conceded. It's 43 for 2.
Eight overs gone here. Peshawar Zami, the defending champions, 2 down, 43 on the board. Mohammad Irfan unplayable. He delivered 18 deliveries, 2 for 14 in his 3 overs. It's been a bowler's evening tonight for the Multan Sultans. Now the new bowler is the South African Hardas Viljoen. And Shoaib Malik at the toss said he's South African, I can't pronounce his name. Well, let's see how he goes.
Yeah, watched him warm up, and he's got some pace too. He's a big unit. He's a really muscular guy, and he steams in, so there'll be a little bit of pace here, but right arm quick, which is a little bit different.
Yeah, I think we'll have to count them up, Slats, you know, but I think we left arm paces, I reckon we've got upwards of 14 or 15 in the league. Yeah, I'll go for 15.
It's not still a was a Macram effect, is it? Mums and dads just sort of rope that right arm behind their back when they start playing cricket, so they bowl left arm, like was.
Well, they haven't seen too many explosive fireworks in terms of batting.
Well, let me take this Wilco, because this is... Oh, dropped. It's a tough one. He's a tall unit, had to bend low, and I think he grasped it in the air. Yeah, bounced just a little bit more on Hafiz. Went on the bounce. So. Right then. How many people in Pakistan don't have access to a working toilet? And Hoga Saaf Pakistan is a platform that is supported by Dettol and Harpic. It works to bring the message of cleanliness across Pakistan. The message is Milke lagayenge jaan to Hoga Saaf Pakistan. Good shout. The great Zahir Abbas is in the house as well. That's a smash, beautifully timed. 50 comes up for Zami with that cracking pull shot. He's really a strong hitter when he sees the ball right.
He's looked pretty good too. He's got 24 of 21 now, so that strike rate getting up there, but this was a real tug to the onside. He's got to wait on that. There's no pace to use. So occasionally that ball doesn't come on.
Ooh, he's gone for it again. 50 for 2, 9 bowled.
How many can they get from here? Zami, they've got the wickets in the bank, so that's going to work for them in the final 10 overs. They've got through 9 now, so 50 for 2. And these two can increase. Hafiz has not got himself going, and Smith is getting better and better. So strike rate of 109, good, but Hafiz has got some work to do, striking at 47.1 at this stage.
Well, I think we've got a long way to go for PSL 3 yet, my friend. So anyway, keep the sign and keep coming. Get your bid in early. Javed Afridi. Now Imran Tahir. Ball in Lahore. Full toss. Hafiz down the pitch. Dancing feet. Oh, that's a good 6. Chakar number 2 in this evening's entertainment.
Yeah, he's good against spin. Hafiz, very neat striker of the ball, very clean hitter. Took it on the full, and have a look at the swing of the bat. Beautifully played. Boom, boom, shot of the match. Wow.
Yeah, well, Rummies, he needed one, didn't he? He's been down on that strike rate. We're just talking about it. So he got the ball he wanted. He advanced. He was going big no matter what, and he gets the low full toss. Perfect for him.
It's wonderful to see how the leg spinner has thrived in the shortest form of the game, isn't it? Think of Rashid Khan. Imran Tahir's had so much great success.
Head and shoulders move for $1 million Park rupees. So get your dancing shoes on. The best dancer will earn a lot of money.
There you go. Is that why Danny Morrison was dancing everywhere last year?
Oh, he was everywhere. We had a hashtag, let's send Danny,
Yeah.
but we didn't send him far enough.
All right, well, he knows I've got some twinkle toes going as well, so he might have someone to counter him this year.
Who's had to reach for this as well. Man there, Kieran Pollard has got an enormous pair of hands, and he doesn't drop the white cricket ball, not when he's fielding there.
Enormous pair of wings as well. And, well, it was a solid shot, but he found the fielder, probably the best boundary rider in the business. Pollard there, sizing it up beautifully, yeah. Couple of paces to his right, and he was gone, and Imran Tahir can celebrate a wicket. Right, 24 from 23, and Zalmi's 57 for 3.
It's the left-handed Haris Sohail who comes in for Peshawar Zalmi. Hafiz has been in there for 21 deliveries for his 15, and runs are hard to come by here for Zalmi. Put into bat by Shoaib Malik, Sultan's captain. Ooh, drags this one down. 10 overs gone, it's 57 for 3.
That's how it looks, 57 for 3, and the man who couldn't afford to get out just has a little bit more elevation, and Smith had a 6 next to that name of his, but 24 from 23, a good job, but no one's really getting going.
It's the place to be. Verse 1, chapter 1, a bit of line and length. Don't allow those men in yellow to start carving it up. So run rate as well, just over 5.5, 5.6, 1 to be precise. And you've got the professor. He's not striking at 100. Now I've got a little platform. What's he got on offer here? Up against Van Leeuwen. Those lovely hands, but he can't get it past the guy who's taken 231 catches in T20 cricket. Have a look.
Most catches by anyone, and he make that look very easy. Imran Tahir again with that flipper type of delivery. Comes on to you quickly, very difficult to get under. That's why it's been so good in T20 cricket.
Yeah, and a good comeback, because he'd just been slapped down the ground for 6. Hafiz got hold of him, so shows the value of staying strong and getting it back on the length. Multan, how well have they started? There'll be a lot of nerves, a lot of anticipation. They're a new franchise, and it's exciting for the PSL to have 6 franchises in the tournament now. So it's growing, and you've got Wassim Akram, you've got Tom Moody coaching, and some really good staff, as well as a good squad. Good squad.
Selfie moment. Still not got the hang of it. She's not. I think she's texting rather than a selfie moment. That's better. They learned from you, Danny.
The world of selfie. They're just everywhere, aren't they?
What's with that Instagram thing? You on that, Slats?
Got to be on Insta. MJ_Slats.
They're going to that school of that for you, Slats.
I don't do many selfies. There is a leg side wide there. You've got to know your strengths, and taking a selfie of this mug is not a strength.
Gold. Well, Winvins, this is the win predictor, how it's looking. Well, Sultans. Yeah, Multan at 57 at the start. Now they're 84%. Such as Winvers predictor. Dominating those in the field. The new boys. And Harry Sahale, bit of work to do.
Won the toss, ball first. Fast man Irfan getting a lot of extra bounce. Kamran Akmal, difficult to pull him. Again, that pull shot, terrific catch. Junaid Khan in the deep, and then Imran Tai in on the act. Another good catch, this time by Pollard.
Oh, as a put down it is. Would you believe it? KP Pollard. 11 done at 60, 2 for 3.
Yeah, it's unusual to see him put them down, and to think there's still a catcher in place too. It showed Multan are on top. It gets nasty on him, a little bit big, and it was there, wasn't it? Just went hard at the last moment. Those hard hands were the reason it went down. But normally the size of those hands, that's why he catches everything.
Right in front of the team dugout. Mez's Moody and Akram. Yeah, dearly love to get up to those 170s. They'll take some doing from this situation. Got 11s and you get over 160. And that is that. Out of the fat and out of the ballpark, there's another maximum.
Harry Sohail likes taking the spinners on. Hits down the ground really well. Stays with the shot, comes down the track. The balance is there all the time. So all he needed to do was time it over the fence. Bhangra boys like that. Yeah, again, he likes that hitting down the ground again. The Multan dugout will be quite happy. And for ball by ball highlights, visit cricketgif.com.
Yeah, it was just the right way to go, wasn't it? Straight down the ground. The boundaries aren't that long. And you just keep that risk value back. He's not a big turner of the ball, Tahir. So he got the top in, just hits beautifully through it, and that's a good zone to go. And it's that shot that gets him going. He hasn't hit a boundary, but he's hit that 6 now, 9 from 5. It'll just spring him into action.
Yeah, once again, that emphasis with that beauty of having a left-hand, right-hand combo just makes the bowler work that much harder.
Almost, he bowls so quickly, you almost have to play him like a medium pacer with a little bit of spin here and there, but he normally just bowls quick at you.
Bounce. Signal here. Has gone to the fence. And it's run, so an outside edge has brought up another boundary.
Yeah, Must have been just a little fine one. It's probably just kicked a little bit off the edge. Here we go. Yeah, I actually brought it down under the gloves of Sangakkara. And that's why he's got that murk on his face. It's a case of I can't get to that one. So, valuable boundary.
And nearly, but not quite. Good work in the deep. So 15 off this over. They just want to check upstairs. Ramones. So 77 for 3. Best over by far for Peshawar. Multan, he's into his third. Time to go sideline with the lovely Zainab.
Yeah, I've got here with me one of the biggest Bollywood stars, Sanjay Kapoor. Sanjay, you're all smiles. Look at the atmosphere. It seems amazing. How does it feel to be part of PSL?
Well, it's great to be here, and it's a fantastic atmosphere, and always great to watch any cricket match, and absolutely loving the atmosphere over here.
Now, you're here in the Zami camp. I can see with Javed Afridi, who looks reasonably pleased with the performance so far. Who are you supporting? Anybody in particular you're supporting?
Well, Javed Bhai is a dear friend of mine, and we originally are from Peshawar. My parents were born there, so we're basically from Peshawar, every team now.
Anything in particular that brings you here?
My nephew recently got married just 2 days back in Russell Khema. So I'm here, I was here because of that, and then I stayed back in Dubai for 2 days. And then Javed Bhai had come for the wedding, and he said today the match is there. So he said if you come over here it'd be great. So I said yeah, I love cricket, so I'll definitely come here for a while and support the team.
You know, I always talk about how the entertainment industry needs to support cricket. What are your thoughts about it in terms of the media and everybody getting together to support sport, basically?
Well, I think so. The media has always supported cricket. Actually, everybody from India and Pakistan, whether you are an actor or anything, cricket is such a huge thing. So, well, we all support cricket, and cricket is a great game, and it's getting more and more popular. So whether it's Dubai, whether it's London, South Africa, obviously India, Pakistan, it's absolutely wonderful.
Okay, we need to hear about who your favorite cricketer is.
Well, right now, undisputedly, it is Virat Kohli. What he's doing is exceptional, and especially now what he did in South Africa. They always say कि इंडिया में तो बहुत अच्छा खेलती है, पर जब बाहर जाती है अफ्रीका या ऑस्ट्रेलिया या इंग्लैंड में अच्छा नहीं खेलती. But the way he has played, the one-day average was more than 100. He scored about 4 centuries. He's exceptional.
Parting thoughts. पेशावर की सबसे अच्छी चीज क्या लगती?
जो नाम पेशावर उस टीम की सबसे अच्छी बात वो है.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Sanjay, and all the best.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you so much.
They're all here. Rock stars galore. It's a little fingertip on at the bowler. It's going well, though. Lost a wicket for a while.
What about that cover drive of Hafiz during that interview? He has absolutely smoked that. That is the hardest hit ball we've seen so far. It was slapped. This one's nicely played. This time it's Sohail. Good effort by the bowler as well. And Hafiz, he's got himself going nicely. He struggled initially, could not get any rhythm.
Oh, got away with that with the bowler, Viljoen. Full toss. only it's the single. So we've had 13 overs. The end of the Galuto. Strategic timeout. And the next to bat. So, gentlemen, strong power hitting to come for Peshawar Zami. They'd like to get a wriggle on here. So 7 to go, and they're 87 for 3. And it's time for the 7-footer, Muhammad Afan. He's bowling his last 6 deliveries.
He's been outstanding. They've just got to keep him on the paddock. He's had a few injuries, hasn't he? But he's such a big unit. He's got pace. You can't help but have bounce when you're as tall as he is. So if he hits that awkward length, and we've seen that today, he's been outstanding. He's going to be awkward to get away.
Fast bowler's doing a job for Shoaib Malik. And his last over of Irfan's, he'll love to get another wicket.
It might be a wide, but it's very good heat. Tom Moody, West Australian there for Multan Sultans, with Wasim Akram on his getting into it. Yunus Khan, the mentor of Peshawar Zami. Don't often see these cool, calm, collected guys get so animated. It's great to see. Great television. Subtle change of pace from the big fella.
Well, it means so much, and starting well in a tournament like this, early momentum can give you 2 or 3 quick wins, because you might have a little dip somewhere in the tournament that can hurt you a little bit later on. But if you can get off to that early start, get the win, winning becomes that habit, and then all of a sudden you've got 3 or 4 up and you're sitting pretty on that table. So there's a lot of passion involved, and I love it, because you've got guys coming from all over the world, and it's wonderful what T20, what it brings.
I would just love to hear what they're saying, actually. Love to hear what Moody's saying, or Yunus Khan's telling the batsman right now. It's in the moment. You've just got about, what, 30 seconds to convey whatever message you're going to tell them, and it can't be too complex.
So tomorrow night we're going to send you down with a little microphone, and you can sneak into that little huddle, all right? That's your bag, all right?
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit too tall, so maybe a short...
You think me or Slats? Us hobbits from down under. Oh, you fiend. Good hustle.
Good hustle. Got a good inch on you too, by the way, Danny.
2
we'll do
at least.
Back to back.
I shrunk a bit, I reckon.
I reckon Moods might have just said, you know what, guys? If we don't win today, that barbecue I'm going to have at the end of the game is off. That's all the motivation they needed.
Yeah, get rid of the golf and the trip out the marina. Boys, you're not coming on that super yacht unless you get your act together here now. Well, they're getting their act together on the other side of the fence. They're loving it. HBL Pakistan Super League for 2018. Here's another super player. Defending champs. Muhammad Akram is the coach on the right-hand side. Lovely light hands. There's a stunning trophy. A little crystal involved there, very tall.
Isn't that magnificent? Divine. Been here for so long. It'd be nice to spend a few weeks, and there it was, presented. That is magnificent.
Ideally love to get his hands back on it. Aaron Zami. The holders from PSL 2. Can they make it back to back? Titles, that is. So we've had 14 overs, it's 90, 3 for 3.
Well, that's a fun done, and he's bowled so well in the opener of this tournament. PSL 3, 2 for 19. That's a terrific start after his 4 overs and 93 for 3. There are 6 overs remaining.
Hafiz is the key now. He needs to bat through the innings and up the ante right here, right now. And if they go at 10s, it'll be 153. I think they'll need that. And they've set it up quite nicely right now. Just 3 down. Junaid Khan comes back into the attack. Looking for a boundary option. We've got mid-off in the circle. Maybe go straight. Long on his back. His protection out on the boundary on the offside, so maybe through the covers or over the top of mid-off. Need a boundary in each over for these last 6.
On the charge, didn't get all of it. The blade swivel in the hands, but good enough for 4 more.
Well, he's targeted that area. There is a deep forward point, but mid-off was up, covers in the ring, so down the ground over extra cover is a really good way to go if you get the right length, and he got it. Well, there wasn't the timing. He hit it hard enough into the area that he was really trying to pick out. Nicely played. 39 now.
So good with his change of pace. Peshawar, Zami, Northern Pakistan, Patans, Bazard Khan, wonderful city. There's historical buildings. Yeah, stunning. Wonderful old architecture. Now Peshawar. We're here in Dubai now. Match 1. Swivel from Hafiz, who maybe just thinks I'm on the charge. He gets into the 40s now. Can he kick on and crank it up a little bit more?
Well, ideally they want to be going at 10s, don't they? To finish off at 10s gives them, you know, close to that 150. If they can go at 8s, you've got that 140, and it's maybe the winning score. I said at the pitch report that the average score overall with all the games at this ground, about 143 to 148. You're starting to look at our score. There have been bigger scores than that, and I thought that the grass might have just allowed a bit more pace on the ball for quicker scoring. We haven't seen that, but the bowling's been excellent.
Dil Kol Kekelo, it's the time to launch. And I think Junaid Khan has been targeted in this inning. And you see that cover and mid-off area which Hafiz will be targeting. It's so important now that you don't leave the power hitting till the end.
Good stuff. Talk about the bowling. Smart stuff here from Junaid Khan. He's almost got through 3 overs and he's only gone for 14. 10 dots. Going at fractionally under 5s. Bangra boys. Got to get me a pair of those shoes. Slats and I'll be out on the dance floor, locally carving it with those on. 100 up, courtesy of another swivel pull from Hafiz. We've had 15 overs and it's exactly 100 for 3 now.
Well, Zalmis need plenty of ammunition, really, in the last 5 to make it happen. 100 for 3. They've got wickets in the tank. They've got a set batsman in Hafiz. We know that Haris Sohail can hit the ball hard. He's extremely good against spin, Haris Sohail. But his partner is loaded with experience. Oh yeah, that came back strongly, hit his glove, a single. That's what they need to do. Just rotate the strike if they're not getting the force. Flem, you still up?
Yeah, I think it's about 5 o'clock in the morning Melbourne time, so I flew in this afternoon. Fantastic to be here, enjoyed it. You can see with this pitch though, wasn't expecting to see much grass on there, so the fast bowlers have enjoyed it, but you said it 3 down, you've got to go. You've got to get it going now. Let's get up to 130, 140.
The owner of Zalmi, Javed Afridi, having a selfie moment. He's got pace to make you hop. I think if he banks on his accuracy, I think it could be a good find for Multan Sultans.
Well, he's got Wasim Akram to work with, so if there's someone that can just fine-tune a couple of little release points and ability to move the ball, well, it's that man in the middle of the screen, Wasim Akram, one of the greatest fast bowlers of all time. Swing and a miss. Imagine what he would have done on this pitch early, Ramiz. But yeah, I agree, he's got a nice high release, so he maximises his bounce.
I don't think any batsman would like to face Wasim on this kind of pitch, but yeah, you're right. He's big in the shoulders, hard as Fulyun. Now they keep producing them, don't they? South Africa keeps producing good, strong running fast bowlers, and they got absolute wonderful fast bowler down there, Kagiso Rabada, who is quick.
Has gone up in the air, should be taken, easy catch. Long on is the... He's taken the catch as Sohail Tanveer with a simple one, and so another one bites the dust. This was very much on the cards. Too much of pace, extra bit of bounce. Haris Sohail just couldn't manage the affairs.
Yeah, there's that high release, isn't it? Extra bounce, lost control, lost his top hand. And Sohail Tanveer taking the room service catch, easily delivered. Another wicket down now. Haris Sohail's got to go for 14, and it's 101 for 4.
We know that Darren Zami can be destructive. He's in. And also the right little period for him to go berserk. 34 years of age and hit the ball extremely hard.
Well, he's come off the back of the Hong Kong Blitz, which he skippered the winning team there, and he's just one of these T20 Travellers specialists now. And it's tailor-made right here with 4 overs to go and 2 balls to go.
He's hearing things today. Sangakkara. Well, they've gone for a review. Nobody appealed except for Sangakkara.
That was called not out. But Kumar Sangakkara, he can't believe it hasn't been given out. I think the front foot's okay there, Wilco. Not good calling that one.
I don't think I've ever seen a fast bowler bowl so far from the front crease. Well, only Ultra Edge is going to show us this, surely.
Yeah. Does it have an edge? Any woody sound? Any noise at all, boys? Let's not forget, only Kumar Sangakkara appealed and nobody else. No one was interested, really. Play and a miss was read by most in the field, except for Kumar Sangakkara.
Well, the other thing is there as well is that the seam, the position of the seam hasn't changed. So Sanger is in a world of his own, appealing for this one, but it's gone upstairs.
Yeah, it's something to do with the wicket keepers. Maybe they should be banned from the DRS. We had a problem with Brad Haddon in the Australian team when it first come out. Let's look on Ultra Edge. No, there's nothing. No. Move on.
Yeah, that's the straightest and the deadest Ultra Edge I've ever seen in my life.
Screen now.
For a caught behind.
On screen now. Make your signal. You can stay with your decision. Stay with your decision. Okay. Thank you.
Let's also clear up the earlier incident with DRS when I think I might have been on with Slats when the ball did run for 4 and Darren Zami thought, heck, hang on, do we get 4 for that? When there is a DRS review, the ball is a dot ball. It's effectively a dead ball. So hands up for that, learning every day.
He put his hands up just then.
He did, didn't he?
Looking at the leg side field. Will he bowl the shorter length on the pads and flick for a run? And after 16 overs, it's 102 for 4.
Ahmed Hafiz is playing a good hand here for Zalmi. 43 not out. Hamad Azam in next. Chris Jordan, he can bat a bit.
Seen Wayabria's belt them around everywhere too. He'll enjoy bowling on this pitch. It's green.
It's not an easy pitch to bat on. It's a sporting pitch.
Yeah, they need a big finish here. The Zalmis 102 for the loss of 4. Hafiz is still out there, battling it out. Runner ball 43. The leggy comes in to bowl his last over. 1 for 32. Misfield earns him a single.
Darren Zami hasn't faced a ball yet. He's got to get going, the skipper. Imran Tahir here. Good control as well. But Darren Zami's got a career strike rate of 140 over a long period of time, so he's a noted big hitter, and he'll have to get going straight away here.
Oh, almost got through. Such a good googly bowler, Imran Tahir. Quick, doesn't give you a lot of time, so if you don't read him off the palm, you're done.
Well, it picks up pace off the pitch. That's what happens. So you go back and try to hit through the leg side, often get bowled around, but a bit of width on that occasion. Darren Zami not getting in the middle of the bat. Corin Pollard, he's run around everywhere. You see the predict Viz 134, so that's 30 runs in 3.5 overs.
There's only one man who can predict Viz, and he's on your picture there. He's got his own laws of batting.
Safely done. Nothing much alarming happening for the bowlers to feel threatened. Runs in last 24 balls, just 20.
It's been 15 deliveries since we've had a 4, since we've had a boundary. The boundaries have been a sought-after product.
Shows the quality of the leggy here, bowling deep in the innings, bowling the 17th over.
He's bowling flatter and quicker to Zami though. He doesn't want to give him any width and a bit of slow pace to use that power that he's got.
This has got to go. Last ball of his stint, bowls a quicker delivery. Once again, that inner angle, making sure that it turned out to be an extremely good over. Just 5 runs. Beautifully bowled. 1 for 37 in his 4, and it's 107 for 4. That's a very good group of bowlers there. Tanveer, Irfan, Junaid, 3 left-armers, Tahir the leggy, and then Willer from 1 for 24. The tall right-arm pacer. And the Bhangra boys are at it again. So Wilco, they're wearing dhotis, that's the trousers, and they're wearing kussas, the shoes, they're called kussas.
It's only a matter of time, really, isn't it?
Oh, tried too many things with that length. He's a misfire.
And what is that? Is that the villain in the Pink Panther movie?
Howard Morrison.
He'd bowl quicker, wouldn't he? If he'd had a mo in his day, Danny. Very popular here, isn't he?
Nothing at the top, but a lot of moustache. Slow ball gets worked over the infield for 4. 50 comes up for Hafiz. He's once again played a very smart hand here. Not a big striker of the ball, but he's played a good common sense innings here. 50 from 48.
He has. He's been able to find the boundary when they've needed him.
Well, that truck has been going along really well for Hafiz. Look how deep in the crease he goes here. This is a fine innings on a really challenging pitch for batsmen, and he knows that. Strike is 104, and we've seen the predict Viz is 134. Now this really is a fine hand that Hafiz has played.
It was a poor ball from Tanveer, though. He's got fine leg up, and Hafiz actually tried to hit it over fine leg with an innovative shot that wasn't a low percentage shot. Now long off is on the boundary. This might be full outside off stump. He's gone short, and he's going to pay. So poor bowling again. He changed the field to long off, but he went short and wide where he didn't have protection. So these are bonus runs here for Hafiz. He's too good a player to let that type of ball go.
Yeah, and I'm slightly surprised with the length that Sohail Tanveer is bowling here, because he's so good at bowling Yorkers, full, and you're not giving your inner ring any chance there. That's just giving 4s away.
What has he done against Hafiz before this innings? 11 balls and with a strike rate of 72.72. He's not dismissed him. That was a smart piece of batting from Hafiz. He saw the field, just a little scoop. Dinky shot earned him a 4.
That's his 3rd half century in the PSL for Hafiz.
Yeah, that's
See,
more like it. That's what you wanted, Wilco.
Well, that's what he can do. I mean, he's got this very unusual action, and he can get that ball to swing the way he has then. Flem, you try and decipher this action.
Well, it's interesting. People say he actually bowls off the front foot, but he actually releases the ball before his front foot lands. That's why it looks like it's a little bit unusual. He might get a shot of it hopefully after this ball, but that was the right ball for the field set. He'd finally got it right. Full, if it got whipped through the leg side, he had protection out on the boundary on the leg side. If it was off-driven, you had mid-off out. Now a change of field to Zami. 3rd man's out. So will he go full? Attack the stumps again.
Watch out for leg side heave. That's gone up in the air and with good effect. 6. That's gone all the way.
But once again, fine legs up. Why would you bowl the bouncer? If you're going to bowl short, you can have 3rd man up and fine leg out, and you've got backward square out as protection. So his tactics is not linking in with his fielding.
I think he's over-analysing and over-trying to overpower the batsman. We know that he's full of tricks, bag of tricks, but at this stage and at times you just need to keep it simple. Just bowl according to your feel. Against good length, he struggles a bit. Darren Zami, anything pitched up or shot goes.
He also scores much easier against pace than he does spin at the death.
It's a scoop for a 6. 206s for Darren Zami, and what a flick. That wasn't more than a flick, a straight flick. Great way to finish the over. 128 for 4.
Well, how strong do you have to be to loft the ball over Pollard at long on? Look at this. I mean, that is nothing more than a short arm jab, straight arms. There's been no bicep movement in. Look at that. That's all forearms. You wouldn't want to arm wrestle with Darren Zami, would you? Don't think so.
That was just amazing power, because he didn't even actually get a lot of chance from the length to actually elevate with. But good over. The skipper maximised it there with a couple of 6s.
Yeah, I got to have a look at it again. Yeah, just gentle push, nothing more than that. But exquisite timing, just getting away from the line of the ball so that he could free his arms. Have a look at the big wind, and nothing more than a gentle little scoop.
I think it's a combination of a scoop and a push, and we'll call it a scush. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Didn't have that almighty Dhoni-like finish, but such a good shot.
WinViz predicting Multan 64%. Bring them for the win. Chris Jordan padded up. Well, that was a pour over from Sohail Tanvir. For all his experience, that really was a pour over that's put Zalmi very much in the driving seat here with 2 overs to go.
It's a straight shot and a good one. The man at long is now turning it on. His strike rate is improving. Full toss put away quite gallantly and nicely.
Great acceleration here from this pair, Hafiz and Zami. Zami was able to go over the fence twice last over, and that was low on the bat. And it's good timing and execution, isn't it? Just over virtually the bowler's head. There's no fieldsman there. So acceleration, 150 is on the cards now for Peshawar.
Oh, gone. Slow ball attempted by Junaid Khan. Good change of pace, good thinking. He was hit for a 4, did not panic and came back with a strong response. Befuddling Hafiz with a slow ball, and he hit it straight down the throat of the man at square legs. Bucks a catch, and his innings has come to an end. Played a good hand. 59 from 52, 132 for 5. He's a promising all-rounder. Ahmad Azam has only got few balls to showcase his talent. They need big shots, big runs.
At worst, get down the other end.
Yeah,
get Zami
get
on
Darren
strike.
Zami on strike, absolutely. Oh, he wanted that gap, didn't he? But he's off strike. Darren Zami is on strike.
It was a good ball, wasn't it? The wide Yorker. Probably not going to leak boundaries there, but young Hamid going to run. And this is the wicket. It's good slower ball, good change of pace. Hafiz couldn't get in the middle of the bat because of that change of pace, and it gets a wicket. Good bowling. Fine knock, though, from Mohammad Hafiz.
Ahmad Shahzad at backward point there. And your bowlers, as a bowler now, there's so much pressure on the bowlers. You're trying to bowl a full length. He'll be thinking now, if I give Zami anything here, this ball's going to disappear into parts of this fantastic stadium. So he's got to be thinking ankles, bottom of the stumps, shoelaces, all those things. Don't give him any chance to use his arms.
Oh, that's set up beautifully for... That's gone high and mighty and long. 6. The very best from Darren Zami.
Well, full tosses. See you later, white ball. It's flying. Darren Zami is intimidating the bowlers at the moment. See that Junaid Khan bowled a really good wide Yorker the previous ball. Is that another 6 signal, isn't it? Is that a new one?
He's just wiped the blade clean for the next hit. But clearly, Junaid Khan lost his length. He's looking for the Yorker and he slips in the full toss.
Well, why not go that wide Yorker again? Just get out of his hitting arc.
Oh, another massive drive on the bounce over the rope. Darren Zami is playing a blinder. 3 6s and a boundary, 24 from just 7 balls.
And that's where the line was good, but the length wasn't complete, was it? It was a half volley, and Zami just jumped on this one. We'll get a good shot. Gets that fit, and that actually helps him in his power. But I still got a wide, squarish third man. Push the man to cover point where that ball just went there, and you've still got protection at long off.
It makes you think, and that can be your downfall as a bowler.
He's so unconventional, isn't he, Darren Zami? He doesn't bat like any. He doesn't bat. How do you describe the bat so far? It's a huge bat. The ground is big. 36 runs off the last 10 balls, thanks to Darren Zami.
Ball, another catch, the same place, same fielder. And it's one. Hafiz with a good innings, 59 from 52. Wickets had gone down, and then Darren Zami has come and scored a quick fire 24 from just 8 balls. He's not finished yet. Last 6 balls of the innings left.
At this rate, he'll bring up his 50 from these.
Problem here for Shoaib Malik, who's trying to get his field set because he's bowling to Hamad Azam, is that it's Sohail Tanvir to bowl the last over, and his previous over went for 21, and he lost his length, lost his line, lost his direction, and it fed Darren Zami. So this is this could be dangerous for Multan.
His best bet would be to bowl a few dots to the newcomer. Zami with the strike. Watch out for Catcher Karor. Fans in the aisles, because he's just going to pump those sixes, those ups, and hit those big sixes.
Yeah, we're looking to catch a craw this over, I reckon. You want to hit a couple, Darren Zami. And it's been a brilliant knock. This is his PSL run rate against pace, 9.65. And against spin, 6.67. So maybe the change of pace from the quicks might work.
Well, Sohail Tanvir, he does have a great change of pace, and he's got a whole bag of tricks. But I think if he's going to try and outdo Zami with pace, I think Zami will punish him.
Watch out for bat pace. Bat pace. Bowls a good delivery. Blocked him on that leg sideline. Wanted to beat that man at shot fine, couldn't do that.
So Tom Moody, the coach, Wasim Akram, working with the bowlers.